Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Smos Def Podcast Mix Show. I am your host, DJ Smos Def, and I'm here with my buddy, DJ EDWIN.
What's up, Joseph?
How you guys doing? Different format this time. It's not going to be one show. We're separating them as per the YouTube metrics suggested me. Not a lot of people were clicking, the full mix. They're just clicking like the individual mixes and then maybe the commentary afterwards. So this is going to be a little different. You're going to hear our mixes separately and then our commentary separately as well. So we're going to start out with DJ EDWIN's 2026 School's Out Forever. Sorry, I had to change that title there because I wanted to match it with my Spring Break Forever.
Yeah.
So it's, apparently that's... School's Out Forever, the Alice Cooper's song, right?
Yeah.
Part of its song, but yeah, it tested well in the 35 to 60 demo there. So I had to change that title for the metrics. Sorry there, Edwin. I hope you don't mind.
No worries.
But let's get. I love your mix, by the way. Thank you so much for sharing your vast knowledge of dance pop, Brit pop, all the pops, especially. We'll get into it when we get into each individual tracks. But I love. It must have been so hard to mix, the rock portion of the mix there. Before we start getting the deep dive into your mix, Edwin, just want to say, loved your mix. Always feel like I'm in like the hands of a musical savant there. You know when like a popular band member of Joy Division or Pulp, or like for me is like Crystal Castles, like has a DJ set somewhere, and you're like it's gonna be like deep cuts and like not your standard like singles and pop hits, and
Sure.
That's what I feel like when I hear your mix. I was like, man, this is like some inside information of some guy who's like in a band that like plays not the obvious hits, just like the stuff that like you need like deep insider like knowledge of music to like not know but at least appreciate
Thank you.
this collection of songs in your mix. But thank you. I know you're very like Z-Trip influence with your genre hopping and stuff, but let me start by asking you what your influence were to make. I know I told you to do like a party banger list. So what popped in your head
when
for
you said, okay, we're doing the themes party, I just kind of envisioned all of the good memories I've had of fun clubs or DJ nights where I really enjoyed myself in it. It usually tends to be DJs that mix up the genres. I've been to just really memorable nights where I just would be caught off guard and wouldn't know what the DJ was going to play next, and it'd always be something that I wasn't expecting, and I was like, wow, that was a genius move. And so like I just love all types of music, so I guess I just kind of tried to envision mixing more straightforward mainstream pop with indie or whatever. And I appreciate what you said about just maybe things that are from left field. A few things maybe might be kind of I don't know, more well known, like that LCD sound system. I think I heard it in some car parts. I forget what it was.
Yeah, that the Missy Elliott.
Yeah, so
Pink Panthers.
Throw in a few like ones that probably be more recognizable, but just things that I enjoyed with no kind of delineation between mainstream and indie. Is just like whatever. I just feel like
whatever.
Try and mix it. Yeah,
whatever's influenced popular in your mind, right? Before we get into the track list itself, I just want to let you guys know Listen to the mix before. You know, you listen to this commentary. Obviously, it's going to be on the YouTube channel there. Probably a video or two below this commentary, but it's under DJ Edwin 2026 School's Out Forever. And just listen to that before you listen to our commentary there. And let's get right into the track list here. First song, My Fair by Kirsty McCall. Kirsty, sorry.
Kirsty, yep.
You want to talk about this?
Yeah, big fan of Kirsty McCall. Just the song itself, like, I know Kirsty McCall was really into all sorts of music, but later in her life had really got into like Latin music, and this is a good just salsa, Latin jazz, amazing musicianship. Like, sure, people could maybe, have a comment about, her Spanish pronunciation, but, I think it's cool that, she went for it. But the musicianship is amazing, and it's always been a favorite of mine, for sure.
Who is Kirsty McCall?
She was a very, very, very in-demand background vocal singer. She's on tracks by the Smiths and Talking Heads and just the Pogues. So she was married to a producer at the time, Steve Lillywhite, and so some of the bands he would produce, she'd do the background vocals. But she was an amazing songwriter in her own right. She wrote the big hit for Tracy Ullman, They Don't Know About Us.
Yeah.
And so she was an amazing songwriter and had her own solo career. I don't know what it was. Maybe I read a review, maybe in a magazine, or maybe I knew her from her work with the Smiths, but she came out with, I don't think it was her first solo record, but it was early on in her career, called Kite, and I decided to take a chance on it, played it. I was like, wow, amazing. And then she works with amazing musicians like Johnny Marr was on some of the songs, and ever since that Kite album, I've been a big fan. This one's off of the next album, Electric Landlady, but she unfortunately had a fatal accident when she was, I think, on vacation, I think in Mexico, where she got hit by a speedboat, and that was not supposed to be there in the water. Yeah.
Is she from the 80s?
80s, 90s. Okay. So this track is from the 90s.
Yeah, very like salsa influence. Would you call it cumbia or salsa?
I'd say salsa, yeah.
Salsa, yeah. Yeah, very Gloria Estefan kind of sounding.
Yeah.
So your next track is Sanctuary by Horse?
Yeah, Horse Meat Disco with the phenomenal Handclap Band.
It's a remix.
Yeah, in particular the Ray Ming remix. I was a fan of the phenomenal Handclap Band through some of their other songs, and then got to know Horse Meat Disco through them, and then got to know Ray Ming through a remix he did of Khruangbin. So kind of like three worlds kind of collided, and it's just a great like kind of disco dance track. Yeah, and I like the lyrics, just kind of inclusion, welcoming everybody.
Yeah, nice opening couple of tracks there to open up the mix here. When we get to a name that I am more familiar with now, the Tom Tom Club.
Yeah. I love just kind of the fun, I don't know, just kind of bouncy tropical funk.
Yeah, very cool. Definitely not a song I'm familiar with from there. Is it not a single? Is it
It was, I don't know if it was a single. It wasn't on the same album as
Genius of Love?
Genius of Love. It was, I think, the album after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
which is our only overlap there in terms of artists. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I got
interesting. Yes.
Genius of Love on my set there. We get into Yesterdays by Only Real, very
Yeah.
Britpop sounding. Is this Britpop?
I guess. Well, it's British and it's pop, kind of indie pop. It was more from the mid 2000s. Like if I had to put a date, I don't know, maybe like 2008, 2009, maybe. I forgive me if I don't know the exact.
Oh, that's
date.
fine.
But yeah, I don't know much about this artist. I think I was on vacation in London one year, and I think the record had just come out, and I thought the cover looked interesting.
Yeah.
And a sight unseen.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Music unheard.
Blind Buy.
Yeah. I
That's
just
great.
said, you know what?
Those are the best
give it a
ones.
chance. I figured I probably wouldn't have a easy time finding it back home. So I was like, I'll give it a chance. And yeah, that song's kind of stuck
It ended
with
up
me.
being like a hit, right? It was feel good, right? When you like, you blind buy something just for the cover.
Yeah.
It's actually a good song.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, it sounded like, and this is, based on my bubble of not knowing any like Britpop or any English musicians whatsoever, it sounded to me like something out of Edgar Wright's "This Is," no, well, not "This Is the End." It's the end of
World's End.
World's End. Sorry, the World's End. It sounded something like coming off of that soundtrack.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah. I like the guy's vocal delivery. Yeah, it's very.
Very poppy yet melancholy.
Poppy, and I just like the sound of his voice.
Yeah. Get into our next track here, Harry Styles, "Dance No More."
Yeah.
I particularly like this little mini set here. I love
thanks.
these next couple of songs.
Thanks. I just gotten the new Harry Styles album not too long ago, and this was one of the tracks that kind of stuck out. Like, well, I could definitely see myself playing this. I read some of the reviews, and I don't know. I just don't think it's as bad as some of the reviews I read. Made it out to sound like. I was just like, really? Is it that? Maybe, I don't know. People's expectations are really high after the last couple of records, but I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah. Is it the same album with Late Night Talking, or is it the one before?
No, yeah, it's that
Album
that's
after?
that's the this is the newest one that just came out. Like
the critically lauded.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely like Harry Styles, and I'm definitely rooting for him.
Yeah, excellent choice. I particularly like this next song, which I usually equate this artist to Sad Bastard music, like as I told you earlier, from High Fidelity, Belle and Sebastian. Did not know that they had this dance track in them, and you want to talk about it?
Yeah,
The Party Line?
I like this one because it does kind of stand out. It is kind of a new evolution in their sound. I think this record, it was a departure where I think they had, I don't know, I would think that diehard fans would like the change in their sound, that they're not going to keep the same early sound forever. But I felt like the Belle and Sebastian sound did become more accessible, to people that might not have been diehard fans from early on. And I feel like, this is just a very danceable song. I actually heard it for the first time ever on National Public Radio. What the DJ on the day played this. I'm like, okay, maybe other people kind of hear it the way I hear it. It's kind of like a cool dance tune.
They graduated to happy bastard music as opposed to sad bastard music. We're getting into I can't pronounce this, Nahi.
Yeah, your pronunciation's as good as mine on that. Yeah.
Omar Soliman.
Solomon, yeah. That's how I'd say it.
Yeah. Is it like Arabian, East Indian?
I don't want to misquote.
Yeah.
I want to say
While you're looking it up real quick, it does sound
Syrian.
like very
He's Syrian, yeah.
Habibi funk to me. I don't know if you know that
Yeah,
genre.
I'm not familiar. All I know is he's worked with, other cool people and people that I'm a fan of are a fan of his. Like I know
Yeah.
Bjork is a fan, and I know he's on the new Gorillaz album.
Oh, so he's okay. So he's like commercially.
Oh yeah, he's world famous.
I thought this was like a foreign record that you just plucked out of obscurity.
Well, as the world got to know him, this one was actually produced by Fortet,
Okay.
and so I don't know if Omar had worked with other let's say,
Western
other
artists?
producers,
Or, yeah.
outside of his immediate area. But yeah, that one I know was produced by Fortet. So yeah, I think I'm definitely like a newbie in that sound and in that genre. But when I saw that Fortet had produced that album, it got me interested.
Yeah.
Being a Fortet fan, and yeah, it's just it seems like a song you'd hear at a festive occasion, like a wedding or something.
Yeah, for sure.
I have no idea, what the lyrics are saying, but it's just it's a cool sound.
What year was it produced?
I would say probably like 20, like the mid
Tens?
Yeah, like the 2010s.
Yeah, it sounds like at the height of Beware of the Boys or Magenta Rhythm by DJ Snake. Like
Okay.
the height of that. Like they're always like sampling or remixing, Habibi funk or Indian sounding samples there. So yeah, it sounds very of the time. For
Yeah,
sure.
it's 2013.
Very cool. Yeah, it sounds like it was peaking in its popularity at that time, probably, right?
Yeah.
We'll get into Volume by Caribou. Is this the sample by Pump Up the Volume?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's
so
what I noticed.
It's
It's kind of
like interpolation of Pump Up the Volume for sure.
Wait, did Pump Up the Volume sample from this?
No.
Oh.
This just came out maybe like a couple years ago, so it's definitely an homage to Mars for sure.
Yeah.
When I was kind of putting things together, I kind of envisioned just like a pure dance kind of section, or kind of more like an electronic section, and so I was just like, okay, I'd like that song off of the Caribou record, and I was like, okay, I can go a little. I think there is some singing, some lyrics, but it's pretty much mostly an instrumental track, and I was just I liked the I don't know, kind of the connection and sound between the
right.
Omar track.
Yeah. Nice little pairing there. Want to get into Missy Elliott, For My People?
Yeah, For My People, I like when artists who are maybe more into rap and R&B BPMs, but they'll do like a house or like a dance song in like the 120s. Like I'm trying to think of Her by Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay,
it's kind of like a departure, I think, from her usual sound. So like when Missy did kind of a club dance song, I thought that was really cool. And so
I was trying to guesstimate the BPM of your set. Would you say it was the 115, 120 range?
it started like the very first song was like 109.
Okay,
I might have pitched it up to
Up,
kind
yeah.
of to kind of meet the next song, which was like 114. So it kind of started off in like the 114, 115s.
Okay.
And then by the time it gets to Missy, it's like at 120, 121.
Oh wow. Okay. So you kept like
yeah, kind of pitching it or
Going up,
kind of
yeah.
going up. And
Very
so
cool.
yeah, Missy, great track.
yeah. I like this little departure here with this like more modern rap here. We get into Pink Panthers with Zara Larson with Stateside.
Yeah, I like the original version, but the Zara Larson, you know, obviously
It's a
after
remix?
the more like definitely like the music part's pretty similar. It's not like a major remix, but the collab vocal with Zara Larson, and this track, I think it hit number one after the Winter Olympics. Alyssa Liu skated to this song. And,
Stateside?
yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay,
in
nice.
that Olympic gala
Very cool.
skate. And so I think a lot of people kind of had their eyes or their ears open. Like, Illegal was a big song for Pink Panthers off of this album, but Stateside, I think, didn't get quite the notoriety. But seeing Alyssa Liu skate to this, I think a lot of people were like, wow, this is a great song. So I think I was definitely inspired. by
Nice.
that,
Yeah.
But I do like the original version as well.
Was the original version the one she skated to, Alyssa Liu?
No, she skated to
skated to
the
this
Zara
Zara-
Larson.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh, so would you say this is probably your most like trending as far as pop culture song of the set?
Yeah, maybe the Danny Brown later,
Oh, yeah,
maybe the
okay.
Harry Styles.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're getting to the latter part of your set, which is more like rock oriented, which I gotta commend. I think after the Chemical Brothers. But,
Yeah.
I gotta commend because, you know, being a DJ, knowing how hard it is to beat match stuff that's fluctuating, I gotta tell you, it's not just you. To my other DJs out there, if your song doesn't have a good intro, or like a very short one, or a very fluctuating, don't be afraid to just hard cut into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I commend you again for, going along with it and trying to mix it and trying to beat match it, but sometimes it's just impossible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I have to say to the listeners, I know there's a few rough parts in there. I guess when I was recording, it was initially just getting my ideas out there. So I guess it's more of like kind of a
rough cut,
rough draft. But then when you were saying, you know what, there's something to maybe the rough spots, maybe in this age of AI
of
where
course.
everything's
Yeah.
just so
Yeah.
smooth, maybe
Yeah.
that human element, maybe there's something to it. And
Yeah.
I do appreciate that. But yeah, I usually will try and like mix something, but like you said, sometimes it's best just not to have to fight with it and just quick cut it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's no fault of you. Thank you for mentioning that, because again, Edwin's the analog DJ, I'm the digital DJ. He doesn't have waveforms to look at, and I'm not using stem or anything. I'm still like beat matching it visually and audibly, but like Edwin's just doing it from like ear alone, so that's like really difficult. And like I've always wanted to try to do this dichotomy of analog and digital. So I like I told him when I texted him, like, I love the charm of his unpolished nature of the set. So, and it's not like it's completely off either. It's just like
there's a few moments where I was like, if I had more time, another chance, I'd probably want to do. But I appreciate you just saying, you know what, just let it go.
That's probably you being a perfectionist. But I appreciate you trying to make the show better and being a little bit more polished. But I think it's fine, and I think it sounds great. So let's get into what's Bango by the Chemical Brothers.
Yeah,
song 11 here.
A huge Chemical Brothers fan. I think as they've gotten older, I don't think they've lost a step. I think their recent records are maybe not as popular as like some of the earlier stuff, but I think it's really just as good. And I love the way that the track starts with the percussion and yeah, like if you were to ask someone, oh, name me a Chemical Brothers song, they're probably not going to name Bangle, but yeah, I really like that song.
I like Orange Wedge. I don't know if you heard that, but it's like a late 90s, maybe early 2000s. It's like very down tempo, but at the same time sounds fast paced. It's a weird mix, but yeah, great to see a Chemical Brothers song here. And I don't know how you mix this David Bowie song, but yeah, this thing fluctuated like a mother. The Genie?
Yeah. I guess it's kind of cool because it comes in with that.
Oh, right, yeah, like a riff.
Yeah, so it's almost kind of like a drum roll, you know, where you can just kind of you can just kind of come in with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of helped facilitate. Even though maybe the BPMs didn't quite lock in, but yeah, big David Bowie fan. You know, who isn't? Again, going back to what's the, you know, like a dream party of mine. Yeah, I want to be at a place where you would hear David Bowie and Missy Elliott and you know, Chemical Brothers in the same night. You know, I just always gravitated towards nights like that. And,
That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like I'm part of like an elite, you know, private, you know, show of like this famous artist who has a DJ set, famous DJ set by DJ EDWIN from so and so band. You know, he's got it's a secret show. you can only get in with word of mouth. So we get into Disco 2000 by Pulp.
Yeah, you know, for indie rock, especially Britpop fans, you know, this is a big song for sure. It's definitely not like a B-side deep cut, you know. So definitely meaningful for me. Great memories of Britpop clubs, indie clubs, where this is definitely a floor filler. So yeah, definitely a feel-good song.
It's a single?
Oh, for sure, yeah, for sure.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, if you look at any, you know, top 20 best, you know, Britpop songs, and that'll definitely be in there.
Yeah. We get into a more familiar song here. Daft Punk is Playing at My House by LCD Sound System.
Yeah. I really appreciate what LCD Sound System did. You know, they weren't the only ones, but at the time, just bringing together the electronic and dance world with the indie rock world, that was, you know, just such a great time, great sound. You know, I'm a big fan. And yeah, it's funny how, you know, these days, you know, stuff that might have been relegated to the niche of the indie world is now, you know, in commercials and movies and TV shows. So yeah, that auto parts commercial that's got this playing, or maybe it's like, I don't know, eBay Motors or whatever it was, but yeah, that's funny.
Everything old is new again.
Yeah.
What's the nature of this title? Did they actually get Daft Punk to play at their house? Are they
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, they cleared it with them though, right?
I'm sure they're friends. Yeah.
I wonder if they get residuals for every time the song plays. Daft Punk, it's like 5% or something because use their name. You said Danny Brown here, underscores was another popular song.
Yeah, well, that Danny Brown record just came out not too long ago, maybe a little over a month ago, and big Danny Brown fan.
Yeah,
and I just love the direction he's taking. I don't know much about like the hyperpop genre,
it's hyperpop.
But
okay.
Danny Brown, he seems to be, you know, in it, and he's taking me along for the ride.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting to know, you know, artists like Underscores, and he was working with a bunch of other acts that I'd like to get to know better in that hyperpop genre. But this song is Yeah, it's fun. I like the vocals that underscores adds to it. It's a nice collaboration. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it what's Danny Brown's most famous song? I'm trying to
Dip was a
pinpoint.
big one. Ain't It Funny? Yeah, those
Okay.
were some big ones for me.
He's a more modern artist.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he's been at it for
Oh,
a while,
yeah.
and I think I think he like in his early 40s now, so he's been out for
Yeah.
a while.
We get into Rock the Party by Gold Chains. What would you
Yeah.
classify this genre as?
Yeah, indie electronic again, kind of coming from that early 2000s era where indie music and electronic were coming together. And so I don't know a lot about this artist. My one connection, I was in San Francisco, I want to say around New Year's, and I was at some indie club. They were playing a lot of, indie rock, Britpop, new wave, post-punk stuff. And then this guy got on the mic, and I didn't really know Gold Chains at the time, but it was him, and he must have played the song. But then I also saw him open up for Super Furry Animals, and then he definitely played the song. And so, I don't know, I just like it. It puts me in a good mood. If I want to party, I think this is a song I definitely want to hear for sure.
Very cool. Yeah. I don't know how you mix these songs. They're so
You know what?
fluctuating.
There's this sound at the beginning where it's like kind of this pulsating, like I don't know if it's a synth. It's like
Yeah.
dun dun dun. But in the mix, it's so low that when the vocal comes in, it like comes in really hot. And when I was mixing it, I wish I did a better job of kind of boosting
the
the
intro. Yeah.
So
Sometimes
that,
they come a little low, right?
yeah, so that when the vocal comes in, it's almost like a quick cut it, but I was like playing the intro, but I think the intro kind of got buried
Right.
in the crossfade, but hopefully, the song itself, hopefully it comes across.
Yeah. To me, it almost sounded like a hard cut, but your last song here, your outro song, it sounds like oldie.
Oh, definitely an oldie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let the Good Times Roll by Shirley and Lee.
Yeah, I really have come to enjoy music from New Orleans, and this was off of a compilation of New Orleans R&B oldies.
60s.
Yeah, 60. I don't know what year exactly. I'm guessing maybe like early 60s. But yeah, I don't know. It's just good time fun. Yeah.
Right. Not to be confused with the rock song "Let the Good Times Roll," right?
Right.
That's, I don't know. Is that Bad Company? No, it's got to be somebody.
Let the good time.
Yeah, I don't remember that song from that Linklater movie. Everybody Wants Some? Yeah, I think it's Everybody Wants Some.
Is it the Cars?
Maybe, yeah, it could be the Cars. Yeah, it's one of those 80s, like 70s type of. Yeah, there was a 70s. That movie was set in the 70s. So, all right, yeah, that was the end of your set there. I had a great time. I hope you guys had a blast with this little party banger mix here. School's out forever.
Yeah, and
Do you have any final thoughts?
yeah, it's
On your mix?
People of like mind. I hope you enjoy the mix and kind of, I don't know, understand why, maybe the hodgepodge of stuff. But yeah, I definitely love to, party with like-minded people for sure.
That's awesome. Thank you for letting me into your exclusive little club here, Edwin. And that was DJ Edwin with School's Out Forever.